good.
Everybody look at your cameras, show off your mustaches. How do we look? We did it. Everybody was getting mad at Goody, I guess.
I got a compliment on
People
mine.
didn't like mine.
Yeah, you said you posted on Snapchat you didn't do it for them.
Well, my friends
Who
were
the
like,
fuck
it
says-
doesn't look good. I was like, okay.
Oh.
Who fucking asked?
Right.
Your girlfriend said they look good.
She likes my... Yeah, she's the one that told me to leave that
Yours
one.
is nice
right.
and thick, though.
Thank you.
Your looks nice and thick.
Well, yours is dark, though.
Yeah.
But you could see them all, I think.
Luigi.
There he
If
is.
I look like Paul Blart.
See, like, you can look Italian or Mexican whenever you want to. Like, you could flip-flop between... Or white, really, if you wanted to.
Or what?
I
Look
like
at
the
you.
look.
You're just the jack of all races.
I love the stash look. With the shaved
I'm
beard.
ready for the beard to come back, though.
trimmed shadow beard.
I'm ready for this to be back.
The beard?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
What, a week, maybe?
A week, yeah.
I think I'm going to leave it for a little bit. I like it. I mean, I rocked it for like 6 months before.
Is that coffee or tea?
The first one. Coffee.
This is beer.
All right. Beer.
Long day at work, huh?
Beer before the gym.
You ever feel like an old man? You get off work and then you just grab a beer?
Yeah.
Not
I
an
don't
old
know.
man, an adult. That's what I meant.
I feel like it's like almost like a stigma, like truck driver, just all old men. They're just cranky as fuck when they get home. They just want a beer and just not do shit, which is kind of what I do every day.
That's what I'm saying.
I go downstairs and I just fucking game, or sometimes I go to the gym if somebody asks me, but yeah.
Well, how you guys been? Good?
Good.
Everything good? It doesn't sound like, it doesn't look like you're good. You just made that face, and now I have you on camera so I can look at that.
Yes, I don't like this.
Yeah, no, you want to go back to being just
Nah, it's just
side profile only?
long days, fucking driving everywhere. Just,
Hence
like
the
I drove
beer.
to Valparaiso and Michigan City is it's probably close to 2.5 hours.
Well, it depends too, because you can't really choose when you go to those places, so traffic could be just fucked, right?
No, I mean, yeah, they make up the route for me. I mean, I can switch it around a little bit, but
As long as you hit them all.
yeah, but it's kind of like you want to like typically hit the farthest out first and then come work your way back, because that's usually how traffic goes. I mean, you want to, like, especially in the mornings around Chicago, traffic is fucking terrible on every single highway, but yeah, it was a long day, but it's all right. I like the hours.
4:30 to 2?
Yeah, I wake up like 4:30. I mean 4:15, and it's about 5:30 to 2:30 sometimes.
Yeah.
But I like it.
That's an early day.
I like working by myself. I worked at Best Buy. I hated dealing with customers that much.
But it goes by quicker sometimes, though, right? When it's busy at Best Buy.
I don't know, dude. I'm in the truck just jamming out.
But for how long, like, does that, until that gets old? Because every Sunday when I
It's
used to do
true.
the 6 hours of deliveries, I'm like, oh shit, here we go again. I mean, you could do podcasts and stuff, but sometimes it's still a drag.
Yeah. I like to watch podcasts. I know you two like to listen to podcasts, but I'm more so a watcher, so I can't really do that when I'm driving in Chicago. Like, I'm actual Chicago, not suburbs. But
I have the cup
Yeah.
holder in the car. The car.
I have that too.
Yeah, I put my iPad up there.
Yeah, but city drivers.
Yeah, but you don't have to always watch it. You could just like turn your head when you're stopped in traffic. Yeah, I don't know. That's probably not a good idea though. Don't do that. Don't
Yeah.
watch TV and drive.
Don't be on your phone and drive,
Yeah,
especially in the city. But anyways,
Everyone does it, though.
everybody does it, man. I almost got smacked by some lady when I was turning left onto downtown Plainfield from 59. Dude, like the light turned yellow. She literally went through on a red, and I was going. I had to slam on my brakes. Whole time she didn't even notice me. I saw it happen like in slow motion, and I just see her. She's just staring at her phone the whole time, and I was screaming
that's
at nobody.
That's a bad intersection all the time. Because
You got hit there, right? Or no? Oh, you got hit in like a similar one, just not
No.
that one.
Yeah, no, similar. It was at
The truck.
Caton Farm in 59, the Walgreens,
Oh,
because it
yeah,
gets so
yeah, yeah.
backed up there. But like there, because of that Route 30, everybody tries to turn left, especially like during like 3 o'clock to 5 o'clock at night. It is terrible. I mean, people block the intersection, then you can't see if cars are coming from the opposite direction. I mean, it's just bad.
Yeah.
But
What was that?
I don't know what the fuck's going on right now.
Oh.
what are you? Yeah, what the fuck, Goody?
I don't
What?
know. I thought he
Oh,
did
you're
something
you're
funny.
kind of quiet.
I'm just thinking.
Usually, really
Thinking. Thinking about what?
I don't know.
Long
Should
week?
Think about life, man.
Hey, we're going to Andrew Schultz this weekend.
Yeah, we are. It's gonna be a great time. No
I'm
idea who
fucking
it even
excited.
is.
Who's
You
going?
could probably go too, actually. There's
Hey, you
an
wanna
extra
come?
ticket.
What the
You got an
fuck?
extra ticket.
You know Andrew Schultz?
Am I the late invite?
I was
Everybody's
late
the
invite.
late
I
invite.
got invited today, and I'm like, fuck it.
You don't know who
Carlos-
Andrew
We're on
Schultz
clubbing.
is?
We
Really?
got 8
Yeah.
tickets.
It's gonna be a great time.
Who's all going?
It's Ezra, Abby, Allie,
Taya.
me, Taya, Carlos, and his
You're my
parents.
date.
His parents were originally going to go, and then Herson and Hannah were originally going to go, but they all 4 like dropped out. So then I think there's 1 ticket left, as far as I know.
Carlos told me that. I think he said that Carlos is gonna tell me to bring someone.
Was it
Yeah.
Friday night or Saturday,
Saturday
night?
night.
Saturday at 10:30. It's the late show.
I'll probably go.
In Chicago.
It's hilarious. He's so funny, man.
Yeah, I've watched a bunch of his clips.
And he filmed
Never.
a special off of this tour. So the same material is going to be in his Netflix special, which
Is that the one that he was
really
talking
cool.
about, the Michael Jordan statue?
No, that was an old Chicago bit that he did when he was here like years ago. Yeah, he's so funny, man.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go. Sounds fun.
Yeah, no, I'd probably be down to go too.
Can we drink during it?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh yeah.
Or no, shit, I don't know. I think you can. It's a comedy show. I'm
Gotta be
pretty
able
sure
to.
you can.
It's got probably 21 plus.
I think it is.
Yeah, beers are probably $15.
But it's theater seating.
What's that?
So
Theater?
it's in Chicago theater.
Oh, okay.
So it's like he's on a stage, and it's like,
Yeah.
I don't know if they serve you or you have to go run out and grab a beer, which is fine.
Maybe you
but-
just get it before and there's like an intermission or something.
Yeah, I think there would be.
Is that where we went for Blue Man Group?
No.
Same type of seating though.
Yeah, but this is way bigger, seating wise. Yeah, got that, and then Sunday Anil's bachelor party in the city. That'll be fun.
That's football Sunday.
Yeah, but we're at an outdoor club.
They'll probably have it on.
I know they will.
All the Bears aren't playing. They have a bye week, so
Well, did you guys watch the game on Monday or what?
Yeah, it was a good game.
It was close. I
that was
watched
a
it.
fucking terrible game.
Justin Fields good.
Well, it wasn't terrible.
Was
The
a
score, looking at
terrible
the
game.
score, it wasn't terrible.
There were so many fucking bad calls.
Oh yeah.
It was so hard to
yeah,
watch.
But like Justin Fields, that's all I care about. That man's a
Yeah.
beast.
I mean, but like he did good against the Steelers. Steelers aren't that good.
No.
Not like
I mean,
like even if they won, it's not like an impressive victory. It's a win. Don't get me wrong, but yeah,
you should just be happy that the Bears win games right now.
they can't.
I'm
They're
saying
on a
though.
4-game losing streak.
know.
Or 4 or 5. Something
They're
like that.
done, right? They're not making it to the playoffs.
No,
No, they can. It's just highly unlikely.
Right.
And
they're not
there
gonna
was
win.
so much talk about OBJ going to the Bears.
What?
And
No one said that.
you don't. So
I saw that.
You don't listen to 1000 radio or 670 The Score, do you?
He's not a truck
No.
driver,
So
Nick.
you're not a truck driver. So basically,
I'm not
yeah, no.
40 years old yet, Nick.
670 The Score and ESPN 1000 AM. Everybody's been talking about it in Chicago for like a week straight since OBJ left the Cleveland, and he's on the waivers. But
Why did
'cause-
you do that?
he never got the ball.
His
Like
dad made a video.
So he dipped out?
Odell Beckham's dad made a video, like 11-minute video, basically showing how Odell Beckham's like open, during plays, and not the quarterback's just not throwing him the ball. And he posted it on YouTube.
or he was always overthrown or underthrown.
Yeah.
But the first thing that started it is it was like a Tuesday or Wednesday last week, and he suited up for practice and everything, showed up to practice, and then the team was just like, "Yeah, you're excused from practice."
Well, yeah,
so
it's
he was
because the
like-
video already came out.
No, that video got posted after he got put on the waivers from his dad.
No,
hmm
no, it didn't.
Okay, regardless of when the video was posted, first of all.
The video came out
That's what
before he got
happened.
excused from practice.
Okay, anyways,
That's why he got excused from practice, because they're like, "Yo, can't do that."
you sure?
Positive.
Okay, well, regardless, he got excused from practice,
Huh.
and then it's just been bad all
And
season.
then I guess
like,
the coach and him haven't talked in like 2 weeks. Like the head coach from the Browns, they just didn't speak to each other.
Okay.
but
So now he's on the LA Rams.
yeah, supposedly finalizing a deal with them,
Oh,
which
shit.
is stupid because they just got Von Miller too.
Aren't they good?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All
Is
right,
it-
Super Bowl favorites.
Stafford was a shit show last week, but
Isn't it LV?
Uh-uh.
no,
I thought they were in Vegas.
that's Los.
Oh,
that's
that's
Raiders,
Oakland.
Los Angeles.
Oh, not Oakland. Fuck. Well, that's the old Raiders.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
Raiders.
Older.
Yeah.
It'd be kind of cool to go to a game there.
It would.
Las
That stadium.
Vegas.
Well, isn't the Super Bowl there this year?
I don't know.
That's a new stadium.
Yeah, I think they're doing it there. But that's pretty cool. I don't know how far outside of the actual like strip it is, but
I would say it's probably not too far.
is there any update on the the guy's case from Vegas?
No,
No.
he's on bail right now, $150,000 bail.
They changed his sentencing
To what?
because we were talking about how the lease was 2 years and the maximum was 20. They like found more evidence, so now it's at least 20 to 40.
Yeah, because all
What?
those video clips. I'm sure there's
Yeah.
so many security cameras where he was at,
Mhm.
and they just needed to get all that footage.
That's right. I mean, I feel like that's like if he's gonna be committed of everything, obviously, because they
Wait.
have it all on tape. But I feel like that's more justifiable than 2 to 20 years.
Wait, but what was the maximum?
40.
Shouldn't it be life?
I think
I don't know.
it should be, but
Oh my gosh, I don't know.
that's just like
Yeah, I don't know. It's tricky. I'm not a
what
lawyer.
we're gonna talk about too later in the episode is the shooting in Wisconsin.
Let's talk about it right now.
Go ahead,
All right.
get into it.
The Rittenhouse trials. So I saw videos of him crying. I see people on Twitter bitching, saying that the mainstream media is so fucked up for making this kid go through this. And then I see people bitching on Twitter saying that he's fake crying. Let's try to find a little. It's just like a minute clip. We don't have to watch the whole thing, but let's try to find a little clip of him
My man was balling up there.
bawling. Yeah, and people were saying there's no tears. And like, okay, come on now. You don't know how everybody cries differently. Some people are tear people.
There's
Or they
pictures
just-
of it right there.
Like,
Yeah, there's pictures of it right here.
yeah, some people are saying that's
There's a
fake.
tear.
But I don't, dude, he's 19 or 18 or 19. He's been in jail, right, for a year?
No,
I thought he's been in jail the whole time.
no.
Oh, fuck me then. I'm wrong.
I saw there was a video of him at some bar while he was on like parole or whatever. Not parole, but like whatever it was. What he was on.
Okay, so yeah, the trial's going on. Everybody's complaining, saying that he's fake crying, or they're either complaining that or saying that the media's so fucked up for doing this to this kid. As far as what I saw, and I don't know how much information that is, but what I saw were things were going in his favor.
That's what I read too.
Because one of the people that were testifying, it was the guy I think that he shot but lived. He admitted to pointing a gun at Kyle and saying, "I'm gonna fucking kill you." Like, those were his words. He admitted to that on stand, that he did say that. And that's when you see the meme or the thing with like the guy like going like this, the guy that was asking the questions, prosecution, I think. And he's like, yeah, that's one of the big takeaways that I've seen so far. And then this is the only other thing I've really seen about it was him crying. I don't know. Thoughts on the whole situation? What do you think? I mean, was it self-defense?
I mean, yeah. I mean, maybe in a way, but I feel like
Why?
also he went out of the way to cause that on him. Like,
Why are you walking with an AR-15 in the middle of the street?
why are you
anyways?
driving to another state
Right, that too. Why are you
with an AR?
Why are you doing that?
He said he was doing it to protect the city.
That's
Yeah,
the
I mean,
fucking police's job.
Yeah, but
That's
the
not
police,
an 18-year-old kid's job with an AR-15.
Yeah,
That's
but
not even it wasn't even registered to him, was it? He can't get a Ford card.
No,
in the state that he was from, yeah, in Wisconsin, you can.
He
Or
lived
wait,
in Wisconsin, or
where did
no,
he?
he's from Illinois.
Oh, okay.
so you can get a Ford card when you're 18, but you
Pretty
need your
sure.
parents' signature.
Okay, well, they also had two brothers testify that owned a dealership out there. And they testified saying that Kyle offered them protection, like offered to protect his dealership. And that's where he started getting rocks thrown at him and shit. So he was standing at this dealership with the fucking AR and on him, and the riots were going on, people were walking by, and that's when he started getting like rocks thrown at him and shit. And those brothers said it's true. He was there at the dealership to like protect them. They said it on trial. And then he started getting shit thrown at him and people with the skateboard or whatever, and he started like going after him. I don't know. But when somebody's got a gun pointed at you, if somebody has a gun pointed at me and I have a gun in my hands and he says I'm gonna fucking kill you, I'm sorry. I'm blowing your brains out, dude.
But do you think the reason that person said that was because majority of those people that were rioting were African Americans or black? He was a white 18-year-old with an AR-15 in his hands. So do you think that didn't instigate that at all? Because it definitely, I think it did.
Yeah, it probably did. Yeah. But I mean, it's just even from the videos that I saw in the like when it happened. I mean, I saw the kid getting ran after with a skateboard and trying to get whacked. At that point, from what I saw, I'm like, okay. You know what his problem was? It was the AR-15. If he had a handgun, it wouldn't be as like like it wouldn't be as much as like it wouldn't look as much to the public like he went there to do something shady.
You don't. Yeah, you don't.
If he had a
need-
handgun, you could just be like, I had it on me for protection.
You don't need an AR-15.
Right.
Like that. You
Yeah.
can have a 9mm, a 45.
I'd probably have like a tomahawk.
Oh yeah, throwing knives, something like that. Little Call of Duty action. Fucking
But I probably
ninja.
wouldn't go there to begin with.
Yeah, no, that it was just you know.
He didn't live there, right?
No.
So why protecting his town?
I mean, I'll look it up, but I'm almost positive he's not from
I could look it
Wisconsin.
up.
I mean, dude, what if you live in Indiana and you live 45 minutes from the city?
But that's not your town.
That's still your city. Just like we would still say Chicago is our city.
Yeah, but
Chicago's
I'm
our
not-
city, but Indiana is Indianapolis.
Yeah, but northwest, never eat soggy waffles. Northwest Indiana.
But I mean, I wouldn't even consider like saying like Chicago is obviously the main city for us, but like that's not my city. Plainfield is my city.
okay, but
so,
major
yeah.
city.
Well, right,
He
but
should
like
have said my major city.
that's not like when there was because there were riots in Chicago, downtown Chicago. It's not like I went there with my fucking gun downstairs and
no,
I went to go protect my town.
no, yeah, but I mean, everybody looks at things differently. I don't agree with the people that say he's like a patriot. Okay, well maybe he is a patriot. Maybe he loves his country, but I don't agree with people saying that like he should have been there doing this because the cops weren't. I think he should have, stayed out of it. It isn't his place. But on the other hand, like, I don't know, man. It's tough to see like shit like that happening, and you just see the cops doing nothing and just letting it happen. I don't know.
He's
I don't
from
know.
Illinois,
He's from Illinois.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
he traveled to Wisconsin. But I mean, regardless, I mean, it was the border of Wisconsin and Illinois, Kenosha, but still.
I mean, yeah, it's weird, but like, there was pictures of him a couple days earlier cleaning graffiti off of buildings down there.
But-
so
and
maybe
this
he did
is-
love this city.
He traveled between states, right? So that makes it federal, right?
That's why I think it is in the federal.
Yeah,
federal,
it's a
yeah.
federal.
I guess we'll just have to keep wait. I mean, we're gonna know soon, right? I don't know how long this goes on for, but like right now he's on trial for murder, obviously.
He killed.
Two people
two
injured.
people and injured one.
Yeah.
I don't know. The only thing I'll say is if like you get in a car, and you have an AR-15 in your car,
You know what you're
you're
doing.
like I mean, in a way, like you know what your intentions are. Like
Yeah,
obviously,
you
even
know
if
what
you're going there,
for.
even if you're going to protect something, like you obviously have a gun for a reason. Like
Oh.
you're planning, not planning, but I would say he was expecting to shoot someone.
But why? What are you going to protect? That's
The
what I don't
fucking-
understand.
The fucking car dealership, man.
Who the fuck is that? What the fuck is the car dealer? You know what I'm saying? Like,
I don't
Maybe he
know.
knows him. I don't know.
I just feel like,
why is there?
and he's 18, man. Like, why are you? I would tell him to get in his car and go home.
I would tell him to not.
Well, I
even
think a lot
go
of
in the
people were
first
upset too
place.
because, I mean, you do see like in these videos from like these movements and like all like the the riots or even like the protests, you see like these fucking older white guys dressed in like military uniforms with AR-15s just standing outside the road, and
Yeah.
and even if it's okay, like a concealed carry thing, it's like okay, they're obviously doing it to intimidate the people walking or whatever. And I get like people are rioting and breaking shit, but like, how do the cops not be like, hey man, can you just go home? Like, there's no need for you to be here.
That's the thing too. Is though that's not concealed. That's not what concealed carry means. When people
Yeah, I don't
are
even
walking
know
around
really
with
about
fucking-
guns. I just, but you know
Concealed,
what I mean?
concealed carry is like
What?
it's
No, I'm
hidden,
saying like,
but you have it on you.
yeah,
They're literally blatantly walking around in the streets.
they
with
look like they're
fucking-
like in the military and
Right.
they're just walking
Yeah,
around in the
no,
middle of the
I've seen
street,
the same thing. Yeah.
and it's just confusing because I think people get upset. I would say especially African Americans, they get upset because they're like, why don't the police say something to them and tell them to, yo man, you can't be doing this, or yo, like what are you doing? You know what I mean?
The police don't say anything to who?
These like basically like these like I would almost call them like little militias that walk around.
Yeah.
Like,
No.
they-
White
they'll-
people?
Yeah, like
Like
Oh.
trying to protect their little neighborhoods.
they're trying to protect their town. I get it and like everything, but like at the same time, it's like, dude, if you want to protect your town, become a town police officer.
right or volunteer.
Yeah.
So
like,
you
there's
have
no
the
need
authority
like,
to actually do something rather than being a civilian and trying to
Yeah.
do exactly what just happened.
and that's kind of like I
Well,
feel like
this
that's
is
what
months
Kyle
ago,
was
but-
trying to do, but I mean, at the same time, it's just like
Yeah.
Can't do that.
I mean,
Can't do
it's
that.
illegal at the end of the day. It's like
Well, yeah, yeah.
we'll have to see.
it's
what
another
happens.
conversation though. Is like how easy it is for people to get guns. Right?
Yeah, it's
Like,
very easy.
I mean, even if you got it for hunting, but can you even hunt? I don't even know the rules, but
you can hunt. You need hunting tags and a license. It depends what you're hunting. I mean, you can go bow hunting. Illinois is actually one of the biggest, the best states to.
But can you use an AR-15?
Oh, you're talking about like restrictions on guns?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you can use whatever you want as long as you're in like the designated zones and stuff and you have the right tags. You can do whatever you want.
I don't know.
Kill them however you want.
Gun control. It's interesting though. I don't know.
Big topic when it comes to
Yeah.
debates and presidents and Republicans, Democrats.
And they never do anything.
Yeah, but I think
It's just
if you got rid of them, it's just gonna make it worse.
No, I would never say you have to get rid of them.
I
But
don't think you can.
what
No,
I'm saying
no,
is
no,
it's
you
like
It's a
can't.
Second
it's
Amendment.
just when how does like a 15 or between 15 and 18-year-old get a gun?
The same way they get drugs.
Everything.
There's a black market for everything, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll just have to. I don't know how long this is gonna go on for the trial. I don't really know. I mean, it's hard because like there's a jury, but how do you find a jury that hasn't heard about it? Everybody heard about this.
Is it about finding people who haven't heard about it?
Yeah, when you're on a jury, you're not supposed to know anything prior to, like, you're not supposed to have any prior knowledge of the case. So you come in like blank slate, like fresh minded, open minded about it. So you only see what they show you in court.
Mm.
So I don't know how that works in like big, huge cases like this, but maybe.
I wonder if they like fly people in from around the world. Because they are, when I look at a lot of the panels, they are like mixed, like culturally. So I wonder if that's.
Don't they have to be in the United States?
Yeah, they have to be a citizen.
Oh, they do?
Yeah.
See, I don't know.
Well, we're the melting pot anyway. There's a bunch of different races and shit and cultures, but they have to stay there the whole time.
Mm.
Like they right after the court's done for that day, they go get walked up to their hotel room. You can't have any contact with people.
Even be your phone.
When I was on jury duty, and that's way small scale, they're gonna be way more strict with federal. But during the breaks, I wasn't able to get my phone because they don't want you looking up anything.
But what about like at night when you're in your room?
That's a good question, man. They might get like a phone call that's monitored so you can call your family. But I know that you have to stay there.
I'd be pissed.
And it could be days, could be weeks.
And you can't deny that. You have to show up for jury duty, right?
There's ways to get out of it. Like if you tell them like, oh, I know about I know all about it, they'll be like, okay.
Yeah, I tried to do that and they still picked me.
Really?
Yeah. Because then they asked, it was about a car accident in court. Two old dudes hit each other. And they were like, do you know anything about cars and like car insurance and stuff? I was like, yes, and I'm strong opinion on it. My dad works for Allstate. And I thought that would like, get me kicked off. No, they picked me.
Yeah, because
They
they're
call
probably
you?
like, this guy fucking knows a lot of shit about it.
No, you're still there.
No, I'm saying, well, like when they ask you that, did they call you about it or?
No, they have you all sitting in a room and then they basically start with a big group of people and then they make it smaller and small enough to where everybody can fit in the courtroom. And then they go around and you have to say it in front of everybody the way you feel. They'll like point to you and be like, what do you think about this? Do you know this person? Have you ever been involved in this? And yeah, they just pick from there. Pretty crazy. It was very boring. And guess how much I got paid? $6 an hour, baby. And I missed 4 days of work. They should at least like pay you what you were gonna get for those days.
Or
And they
minimum
don't.
wage, at least. Federal minimum
Yeah.
wage.
Well, federal minimum wage is pretty low.
Is
It's
it?
lower than our states. Federally, I think it's still $7.25 or $8.25. We'll look it up.
We're going to look it up.
Then we'll
Yeah.
move on to the next topic.
About our boy Dave Portnoy.
Yeah. Davey Dave.
I love that man.
Wow.
Yeah, $7.25.
Did you see, before we move on to the next topic, did you see what McDonald's did? So
Robots?
No.
Okay.
So like a while ago, right? All the workers were complaining about they want $15 an hour and everybody's mad because they're like, you're fucking flipping patties for whatever.
Mm-hmm.
They increased all of their menu items by 6%. Every single menu, or they're initiating it.
That's what.
Right, and 6% is not a crazy amount, but it adds up when you're someone like me who goes to McDonald's 4 to 5 times a week.
Oh my god, you're
Jeez.
fat as
It
hell.
adds up, but like,
Yeah, no, I
That's
mean, that's what
crazy.
happens when they do stuff like that. Inflation.
and it just fucks everybody else over.
Now the McChicken's fucked.
I know my spicy 2 for $3.
Dude, there used to be a dollar menu.
Yeah,
McChicken's not $1 anymore.
Nope.
Yeah,
It's
it
like
is.
$1.29.
It's like $1. I think it's more than
And
that.
if you want cheese, it's $1.89 or some
my
shit.
2 hot and spicies is 2 for $3.
Not
Used-
anymore.
I-
It's about to be 2 for $5.
This is true.
I used to be able to get a McDouble for a dollar, $1.25 with cheese. Shit's crazy.
It's kind of gross now when you think about it. too.
Yeah, it's
Fucking
really
disgusting.
gross.
Go grocery shopping is moral of the story.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Let's
All
look
right,
at Dave Portnoy.
Dave Portnoy. So, you guys have heard about this?
Nope.
I have, yeah.
Okay.
Who's
Brief-
Dave Portnoy?
Shut up.
You want to break it down?
Just kidding. I was just saying
Brief
that for the
explanation?
audience.
Doesn't matter. You can.
Just
Go.
in
Okay.
case.
So, if you don't know who Dave Portnoy is, he is the founder of Barstool Sports, and he does a lot of things. He does a lot of things, podcasting, everything in like the social media space. Now he has his own One Bite Pizzas in Walmart, frozen pizzas. He does the pizza reviews. He's very powerful. He's a very powerful man, but he's cool. He's funny. He's an internet personality as well at the same time. There was an article that came out about him from Business Insider that I think the girl's name is Julia Black.
Yeah.
She wrote this article basically saying, in a lot more words than this, but basically saying that Dave is a rapist. That
Without like any evidence to back it up.
correct. He had 2 girls say things. The stories weren't, I don't know. I read it.
Me too. Did you watch this video today?
I watched this video today too.
It was great.
Hilarious.
He destroyed them.
So yeah, he basically shut him down.
He did.
He didn't release the info yet. I think he's doing a live stream at 2. Oh no.
Yeah, it already came out.
Yeah, it came out.
It's an hour and like 5 minutes long.
Yeah, so it's just crazy, man. Like he's gonna sue the shit out of him for defamation of character.
Yeah.
He should.
I don't know if he can though, because they didn't technically accuse him of a crime.
They
He was
just
saying
stated what
He was saying it. They were basically just stating what they did, and like that's what he was saying. They were being very careful about how they said it, so he couldn't sue them.
Okay.
So instead of them saying like, "Oh, he did rape someone," they were saying like, "It's possible," or like they think he did. And then like these 2 girls basically came on and were saying like all this stuff. You know, this one girl said that like she was over.
She flew him, or he flew her out.
Yeah, well, that was the one, but the other one was like in Nantucket or whatever.
Nantucket.
I don't know where that is. Where's Nantucket?
It's in.
It's an island, right?
Yeah, I believe it's by like Hilton Head, South
Yeah.
Carolina, or whatever, like a different area.
So
maybe.
like this girl like
Or by the
hit him-
Hamptons?
This girl DM'd her, and she was only 19, but Dave didn't know that. Dave just said, you know, you're attractive, whatever.
Well, she's
and-
still of age,
Yeah,
but yes. I
and
mean,
like I mean, not that I don't think there's anything wrong with that, but like I'm saying is like, she is of age, but he said he didn't know her age at the time. He just said that obviously he assumed that she was 18 because she asked him to meet her at a bar, which is 21 plus. So he's like in his mind, he's like, okay, she's got to be at least 21.
No,
Right.
he said he knew her age in this article.
the one girl.
The one girl,
Yeah.
not
There's
the
2.
one I'm talking about.
Okay.
Because literally the video released 2 hours ago, and he was saying he has DMs from this girl, and just fucking everything the girl like said to Julia Black was
Mhm.
just a big lie.
Yeah, I know.
Like she asked if they could have sex. She asked to come over. She said, "When am I gonna see you again?" If he didn't have DMs to all that stuff, he'd be fucked.
And how stupid is it to say, and if I don't know, sexual assault, rape is fucked, right?
Mhm.
But she told him that her fantasy is rape. She told him that she had a rape fantasy.
Okay, I didn't hear that. I didn't see that.
Or at least like
No, and then his response to that was, "Oh, we're going to get along great." It was in a text thread, a screenshot of it from her to him.
I mean, he likes it rough. He likes it rough.
No,
they-
she
they-
said that.
Yeah, they
But
did.
both.
I know,
mean,
but then when they're banging, if he's giving her a little choke, as long as he's not choking her to like death,
It's like
you
I
kind of
mean,
both like consented to that. You both.
Yeah,
a lot
I
of
don't
people
know.
are into that.
Well, it's like, if this is the same girl we're talking about, even afterwards, they said that when their friends picked her up, she was very quiet. She was very severely depressed for like 2 weeks. People started finding out about it, so she was all upset. The mom called the cops and said that like, you need to watch this Dave Portnoy guy. He's always hanging out 18-year-old girls. And then Dave literally has a DM of her commenting on his like Instagram message and her saying like, "Oh, you're leaving already. I miss you so much. Like, when am I going to see you again? Text me if you want. I can't believe that, Dave Portnoy is still messaging me." And she literally said, "I'm bragging about how we hooked up." Well, yeah, in with Julia Black's report, it said like that she was so upset that she couldn't even talk about it. She was so embarrassed that it happened.
Fuck, man.
Like that's just
See,
fucked. Like
this
you know
is-
how many times that stuff happens in both ways with boys and girls.
Right. That's
But-
I was gonna say that's a
but,
tricky
like,
thing with the
but
Me Too movement.
It's like that's just crazy. It's fucked.
It's like you could ruin somebody's everything.
And that's why Dave's so pissed, because he's like, dude, if you're gonna, and they said they spent 8 months on this and that's all they could find
Yeah, I
with
know.
no actual evidence of anything happening.
Yeah.
So now he's just shitting on this girl.
And they put
It
it
ha-
behind a paywall.
It happens
Mhm.
to so many professional
So many.
athletes, professional people, and then it just gets dismissed
The
because
same thing with Delvin Cook's going on right now.
Yep.
Remember the thing
it
with-
literally just happened.
Justin
Really?
Bieber went through it, and he had the receipt
Yeah.
to prove
Yeah,
that he
it's
was
like
the
you
hero at a
have to
certain
have
time.
proof of everything.
Yeah, it's
Fucking-
like if you're in the public eye, you got
And
to
I mean,
just trashy.
timestamps, everything.
It's trashy.
and
Yeah.
it does happen though. We're not saying it never does.
Well,
Like,
and that's
Oh yeah.
it's like the girls that do that, they're watering down the girls that actually get assaulted and raped. You're making it less likely for people to believe that happened, because the more that girls do this, the more that they're fucking over other girls that actually do get raped or sexually assaulted, because
It's like
and then it
demoralizing.
makes
it's
them like
seriously
less
like the
likely
boy
to
who
come
cried
out and
wolf,
talk
like-
about it.
yeah,
Right? Like
yeah.
the people that it actually happens to. That's
They're-
why they're like, people are like, oh, well, why didn't you ever come tell anyone? You're like, dude, because like,
nobody's gonna.
and some people don't like. I don't know. It's also sad too, because when it does happen, some school, like big schools, are like, they don't do anything about
They
it,
dismiss
Yeah.
it.
right? You know what I
It
mean?
just gets pushed to the
Yeah,
side
Right.
because they don't
So-
want that on them.
exactly.
They don't want to be in the headlines because of that,
exactly.
which is
So,
fucked up.
I
but
think what he's doing is awesome.
Yeah, call people out on the
And he's
bullshit.
calling
huh?
out the CEO. He called him a scumbag, and like basically this Julia Black girl's like made her. I think she deleted her Twitter account.
I looked
because
her up on Instagram. I couldn't find
I
her.
can't find her because David Portnoy, like the Barstool,
The
like
Stoolies.
yeah. I
Dude.
mean, I think that's I don't know.
Oh my! You go back to the Business Insider's Instagram and you look at their past 10 posts. There's like 2,000 more comments on every post than they usually get. Like they usually get like 500
Did you see
per
the Penn
post,
stock today?
and it's just yeah, dude. Like he's
up
just
or down,
Oh, up.
really.
Oh yeah.
he's just like you can't fuck with this guy unless you really really are telling the truth.
Yeah, I mean, if it happened, then he should. I mean, no matter who it is, like he should. You know, what I mean, he should be in trouble.
But the size of this guy's reach is unfucking believable.
Yeah.
And it's just dumb to mess with him like that if you're not telling the truth. Because dude, did you see the text that said you know how he does the bottles of champagne engraved with his enemies? So yeah, he gets bottles of champagne of Dom Perignon, the gold label bottles, engraved with his enemies, and whenever they fuck up, he pops it and celebrates. And he showed this text thread. He's like, "Do you still are you, to this guy? He's like, are you still in the business of making those bottles?" And the guy's like, "Yeah, I can do it for you or something." And he's like, "I need a 3-pack." And he put like Business Insider, Julia Black, and Henry Blodgett, which is the CEO, I think, of Business Insider. So he's gonna. I'm just looking forward to that video of him just fucking popping those bottles, and it's gonna be good. I just like it. It's just fucking people, man. Not good.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's kind of
He's hilarious.
he is.
Yeah, I love
His
watching him.
social
He's so
media
funny.
videos.
But I think taking 8 months of your life to try to come out with a piece against him,
Yeah, it's
and just
fucked.
completely failing that bad is
It
kinda,
better be rock fucking solid.
Yeah,
But
especially
he-
at somebody to his degree of like
Within a
fame.
week. Within a week, he fucking dismissed it. So
And the police said they never got a call from the mom, even though the mom said she called the cops, and that's what Julia Black reported.
yeah, but they decided not to press charges just because of like the way he can like shut people up, I guess, with his fans and stuff.
I just don't get that.
But yeah, then it didn't pan out that she called. So
I don't know,
Dude,
It's crazy.
yeah. Viva la stool. I should have worn my barstool hat today. Shit.
Should have worn my barstool hoodie.
Well, did you see the one bite the pizzas? He asked everyone to buy them, and he fucking like sold out and everywhere.
I should check Walmart. I want to try it.
Yeah, me too.
Are they like if they're more affordable? I don't know. You can't really beat a Jack's Pizza.
Well, they're tiny though.
okay.
They're like
Yeah.
like
Probably
almost like a one bite,
Like the
literally-
squares or like something
I
like
think
that.
so. I've never tried it, but I've seen like the box is small.
Yeah.
So
By the way, if you eat Jack's Pizza, you are disgusting.
True.
well, I'm a big Red Barons guy.
Red Baron.
That's
See-
a little better. It's
Well,
probably
home run
right.
in, yeah.
I mean, you could probably get
I'll
it
get them
anywhere,
anywhere.
but that's a little better. But Jack's is disgusting.
What do you eat?
DiGiorno.
Stuffed crust.
Yeah.
Actually,
That's good, too.
Walmart makes their own stuffed crust pizza that tastes exactly like Pizza Hut. I like Pizza Hut. I don't know.
I don't understand Jack's Pizza.
Yeah,
You
it's
could
just
spend $2 to $3 more and get a stuffed crust good pizza.
yeah, but if you're buying 15 of them for like a party of kids,
Like $1.
Yeah, but
you're gonna save.
It's cardboard.
Well, there's cardboard in there too, but you're not supposed to eat that.
That's good.
No, nothing. You didn't get that.
No. It's terrible. I fucking hate it.
I did not understand that joke one bit. I know there's
he's
cardboard
talking
on the
about the pizza
bottom.
being like cardboard. Like that's how it
Yeah.
tastes when you bite
Okay,
into it.
you guys are fucking rough crowd today. Okay.
I got it. Fucking Luigi over here can't
Oh,
fucking get it.
Oh, come on.
Next topic. Let's fucking do it. We're rolling today. Astroworld deaths.
Oh yeah. Damn.
Man, what a tragedy. What a fucking tragedy, man. So, if you haven't heard about this, which I'm sure you have, there were, I believe, 8.
There's 9 now. One died
There's
today.
9 now. Over 300 injured. 30-something hospitalized. Numbers might be different than that, but this was at Astroworld in Houston, Travis Scott's festival concert weekend thing. And, dude, the videos, fuck, man. Like,
Kind of messed up.
yeah, you can see these people like being, when you jump in the crowd and crowd surf and like people hold you up and move you around the crowd and stuff. They were doing that with a dead body. That's what I saw.
Yeah.
I was like, what the
And
fuck?
if they weren't dead, they were like knocked out or something.
Right.
Do you know what was happening?
Yeah, they rushed like that. When you're at a concert or a festival, everybody tries to get to the front.
Right.
And I believe they broke down the gate.
But like why those people were unconscious and seizing to death.
Yeah, I heard somebody was injecting them, right?
People were going around injecting those people with needles that were already used. Like meth, heroin, whatever.
Whoa.
People
Yeah.
were running around injecting people with used needles.
This is the first I've ever heard of this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you like Google this or something? Because
I'll pull it up.
I
No, I
heard
heard about that too.
I thought it was just because people were suffocating and getting
No.
stepped on.
that came after the
that came
fact,
after
though.
it.
People were stomping on them.
See, but I believe that could be true, the needle thing, but I feel like that is more towards the 300 people that were injured, not the people that died.
I mean, if
I
you're
feel like the
getting
people
injected
that
with
died were trampled. What do we got?
They're saying they weren't injected.
Or
It says right in the first one, right there.
That they weren't
It was
injected?
not injected.
I want a good, reliable source.
See, because those 8 people that are dead, they would know.
Washington Post.
I saw that the
Maybe it was like a conspiracy theory.
well, I saw
We're gonna
that
find out though.
the coroner's report said it was like suffocation for a lot of them.
This is talking about the chief though. Let me see.
Just type in like, I don't know, maybe coroner's report for the 8 dead or something.
Just keep.
But
just keep talking. I'll figure it out.
yeah, so if you've ever been to Lala, like we're all from Chicagoland area. We've been to Lollapalooza. If you've ever been to, actually, people were relating it to Woodstock. Just the
Woodstock.
amount of people in an area like that is just dangerous. You could just get trampled. You can't get. There's videos of the ambulance in Kylie Jenner's story. You could see the ambulance trying to go through the crowd. They're not stopping the show. You see these kids climbing up the towers of the people that are videotaping and streaming this on Apple Music, saying to stop the show, and they're ignoring them. And it's just, I don't know. When a lot of people are saying like, who's to blame? I don't know. I don't know. Is it Travis Scott? It seemed to me in some of the clips that I saw that he was aware that some bad things
Yeah,
were
it looked
happening.
like he kind of saw what was going on.
Because one time he was approached by like 2 security guards, and I don't know if they told him to stop the show, shut down the show, pause. He like shook him off. He like went like this, nodded, and like waved him off, and he just went back to performing. I saw a clip of him from a couple years ago telling the crowd to beat a fucking kid up for trying to take his shoe when he was crowd surfing. If you watch his documentary on Netflix, he's gotten 2 charges for inciting a riot. So like, I don't know. It seems like these a lot of it's on him, I think. Like if you're a performer and you love these fans and they got you to where you want to be, if you hear even a little bit that somebody might be dead in the crowd, I'm saying you shut that shit down. You already got their money. can refund them or whatever, but like what are you worried about at that point?
Yeah.
Did you hear what he's like said in the video? Like, this is actually true. He's like, y'all know what y'all came to do. Let's get it on.
Yeah, I saw that
That's
too.
fucked up.
Well, I mean, but when you gotta also know, like, when you go to a Travis Scott or like a Young Thug concert, like, they are fucking, you know, they
Crazy.
push each other. They fucking that's just how
Yeah.
that's how their concerts are.
That's like EDM raves.
Not
a lot
no.
of those.
I mean, the raves I've been to weren't like that at all.
A few
Freaky Deek,
songs.
like
I dropped some fucking kids.
Do you,
I'm not gonna lie.
you remember Freaky Deaky?
Yeah.
There's people
There's
that
always-
get pushed into circles and
There's
Freaky
always a
Deaky-
portion of the crowd that's
Yeah.
doing it.
It's freaky
Yeah.
deaky when you fell asleep naked in the bathtub.
Yeah. That's when that happened.
So
No,
I have
yeah.
news though about the
Okay.
shots.
Well, I was gonna tell you about how I dropped some kid, but go ahead.
We'll
So
talk
this is
about
this is quoted. So when he was examined, he went unconscious. He went unconscious. They administered Narcan. Basically, Narcan reverses opioids.
Is this just on one person?
This is the chief,
Okay.
Houston police chief.
Yeah, but it happened to a security guard.
Houston police chief has this happened. Right. Okay. This is the police chief talking
Yeah,
about
yeah,
security guard. Yeah.
Okay.
So he was revived, and the medical staff did notice a prick that was similar to a prick that you would get if somebody was trying to inject. That is the one part of it. The other thing that's very important, there were some individuals that were trampled. So when they were examining him after he was revived, it looked like he was pricked in the neck.
Isn't that where you administer Narcan? Or are you saying there's a separate
No.
prick?
Narcan
They're
is
saying he got
it's up the nose.
Oh.
he's saying he
yeah.
got injected with some type of drug.
Yeah, a mystery drug.
That wouldn't fucking surprise me.
It
Dude.
looked like a prick that you would get from a needle. That's what they were
It
saying.
wouldn't surprise me.
Wow.
Which is
Well,
fucked up.
It is fucked up.
I don't know. Yeah.
Especially
I mean,
if they were used
I mean,
needles.
so you went to Freaky Deaky. I'm sure you saw. There's some weird people that go to raves.
right.
I'm sure you saw some fucking kids doing like
Oh yeah.
drugs with like heroin and
Oh,
shit.
just in the crowd.
Oh, I
Yeah.
never saw like heroin and stuff. EDM.
You see a lot of pills.
There's probably people that
Molly,
do that stuff,
ecstasy.
but it's mostly like Molly, ecstasy, and stuff like that. But I'm sure there are people doing it. I never saw people shooting up, but no, I see a lot of people rolling their fucking
I
face
saw-
off.
heroin, like shooting up like that, or heroin meth. It's a different like. I don't fucking know. Okay, I don't
Yeah.
condone any of this or doing this, but it's just like doing that stuff. It's a different type of high than when you're at an EDM festival doing Molly or ecstasy, because that's like the pumped up. You're fucking feeling like, you know, you can just go crazy and do whatever the fuck you want. Whereas like people that like, you hear a lot of stories, people doing meth or heroin, they're just unconscious, passed out in your bed because it's almost like you're in a fucking dream.
Yeah, I don't know. That's
A lot of the times.
so.
Wait, so why'd you drop someone?
Oh, we were at Lollapalooza and I was with Jimmy. This
Oh.
was like
Oh, that's
5
not
or
good.
6 years
That's
ago.
Not a
good.
great start.
No, but we ran into this Kristen had a boyfriend, Jimmy's sister.
Oh, I remember this story.
And
Can you background on Jimmy?
Jimmy's my buddy that I've known for like 20 years or maybe like 18 years or something. We played baseball together for a while, went to school together. Didn't talk for a while because he went to play hockey.
Big dude.
Big
Bigger dude.
Yeah, he's like 6 foot.
Yeah, there's always
Hockey,
one of
hockey
him.
player though. Hockey
Yeah,
player.
He's a hockey
He'd
dude.
beat the fuck
He
out of
could
someone.
Yeah.
fucking beat the shit out of me. All 3 of us. Maybe
Okay,
not all 3 of
well.
us at the same time. That's what I was gonna say. But
So,
yeah, Jimmy, you fucking bitch. No, I'm just kidding. Love you. Yeah. So when I started hanging out with Jimmy again, we had a great time. But it's just one of those people like you probably know the person you're thinking of them right now in your head. That if you got together with them and you start drinking, you just do the most wild shit with that person. There's always like that 1 or 2 friends that you have that you just have it's a shit show. Right?
It's literally Nick right
Oh,
here.
for you guys?
having
With him, when he gets really drunk, it's
Yeah, that's
bad.
me.
Okay.
Not bad, but
Yeah.
he just acts like a fool.
I was
no,
gonna say
People are acting like dickheads.
I feel like I'm probably that person for a lot of my friends actually too, because I go
Maybe not anymore.
no I used to be. So yeah, we were at Lala, liquored up, had a bunch of those Monacos in my system or whatever.
2 shots every can.
Yep, 2 shots every can, the tequila kind too. Disgusting. So we saw this dude in the crowd, and it was Jimmy's sister's ex-boyfriend of like a week, like very short time. And I don't really remember what he said, but he said something stupid.
Who did?
The
Boyfriend?
the ex-boyfriend.
Okay.
Like he mentioned something about Jimmy's sister
Oh no.
or something, and But we were like in a circle, you know, pushing each other around. And then I saw him, like, this was 30 seconds after he said something about it. And I just waited for my chance, and I fucking picked him up, and I dropped his ass on his back. Like, I fucking slammed this kid down hard as shit. He got up after. He was good. But
So not that hard of a hit.
No, I slammed the shit out of him, dude. It was
Mhm.
awesome. Sometimes you just got to put people in their place.
It's like the bouncer at Scooters.
Mm-hmm.
What happened there?
Oh, you didn't hear about that?
I mean, I kind of did. I heard you're banned from there.
I don't know if I'm specifically banned. A couple of my friends are from that. Because I, like, right after it happened, I was like, I'm out. I dipped.
Was that when was this? Was Logan?
This was over the summer. It was, like, towards the end of summer.
But, like, was it just some random people you got in a fight with, or was this
It
like
was the bouncers.
What?
You know the bouncers at Scooters.
The
they're-
older guys?
They're roid rage heads.
Yeah.
The guys that
Yeah.
fucking walk around like they're the
Yeah.
shit. There was all those guys, all of them. Basically, I mean, it was just like, obviously we all had liquor in us. I was driving that night, so I wasn't like crazy, but it was just like they were just starting problems for no reason, like they always do.
Go on. Okay.
Okay, but I'm confused though. Like the bouncers aren't just gonna come cause a fight with you. Like,
No, they do though.
That's what they did. That because, I mean, what the fuck is going
I
on?
don't know.
Go ahead.
We were there previous nights, and this one Jake Ports,
Yeah.
he was fucking hammered.
Oh my
trashed,
god, he was there.
and he was like causing. No, this was the night before.
Yeah.
And he was like causing fights with the bouncers, and like Mike was helping him like, and like the bouncers were giving Mike and Jake a problem, and Mike was like, no, I'm just taking it home, blah blah blah. So the next night we were all there.
Was Jake there again?
No, Jake
Okay.
Jake didn't come back, but we were all there, and the bouncer recognized Mike, and as we were leaving, like we were all in a single file line, the bouncer pulled aside Mike, and they got in each other's faces, started the big one, like the main one, and they started talking about each other like back and forth, and like I like tried to get in between them, and they're like, yo, like we're just leaving, like we're literally leaving, we're just trying to leave. And the bouncer's like, nah, fuck this guy, fuck you, I know exactly who you are and what you were doing last night. So they like went outside, and then I was like next in line to leave because they like weren't letting people just leave like normally. It was like a single file line. It was really weird. And there was this bouncer in front of me, and he kept putting his hands on me, like stop, like you can't leave yet. And I was like trying to look at like what Mike and this bouncer were doing outside, and I was like, yo, like get your fucking hands off me. And I like pushed his hands off me, and I kind of like went to the door like I was gonna leave, and he did it again. So I was like, all right.
Was it another big guy?
Yeah, he's a big guy.
Oh, the two ones that walk around together all the time.
Yeah, it was one of those two. And
Okay.
I don't remember it too great, but all I remember like the next morning, like all my friends were texting me like, dude, you fucking picked up the bouncer and threw him through the doors, like through the double doors at
I
Scooters.
thought you said you weren't that drunk.
That's what my friends were saying. Well, I'm saying I don't remember it too fully. I'll get onto the story because after that happened, after I tackled dude in the double doors, like 3 or 4 bouncers just tackled me to the ground. And apparently one like swung for my head and he like clipped my head. And then after that, like I just scurried away and left. But
Scurried away.
that's what happened because I didn't want to get my ID taken. The cops were there and they weren't even fucking doing anything about it. There were shored police sitting there, not doing anything about it.
There's been so many things said about that particular bouncer
Yeah.
from people that I know.
Really?
The dude wears gloves.
Yeah, you did all.
He
yeah,
wears
all-
Wait.
gloves like he's ready to like punch some dude.
I gotta see this guy.
And the fucked up
There's
part
pictures of him.
is that they say that their security cameras outside of the bar don't work because when they're outside of the bar, they can do whatever the fuck they want. Like
Yeah.
they can escort you out the, whatever they want. So they and then the shore cops don't do anything there. But it's just a fucked up night. I mean, yeah, there's a couple of people banned from our friends list.
That dude needs to get
Those
his ass
bouncers
beat.
fucking.
They're
bouncers,
gone now.
They think they.
Dude, it's fucking ego. It's an ego trip for them. They
It's
want to be
fucking
in
unreal.
power. They think they're cool.
That's how Anthony's is too.
You're dealing with a bunch of drunk people, man. Like,
It was fun.
Loosen the fuck
You
up.
should just be there to protect people,
Right.
Not
Fucked up
fucking
night.
cause fights.
right. Because if you're sober and you're trying to pick fights with drunk kids, this dude got a family. He's got kids.
And then you get shit on.
Yeah, and then you get shit on. That's embarrassing, dude. That's really fucking embarrassing. We're gonna clip this and put it on, so hopefully he sees it.
Oh god.
You're a bitch. Okay.
That was a fucked up night though.
Well, that kind of brings us into the. We can keep talking about that if you want. But I was gonna say it brings us into the next point
I
of
love bar
how
fights.
I think kids should beat each other up?
I was gonna say I love bar fights.
Oh.
I do.
Like when people, I mean, you know me too. Like when I have a little bit of alcohol in me, and
Yeah, that's
people
what I
are
was
just like
telling
fucking
about.
with people are
Nick will
fucking.
fight anyone when he's drunk, even me.
Well, like
Mhm.
when it's, well, I mean,
Not
you're-
actually fight, but like you get very aggressive with everyone.
Yeah, I'll
Remember when
fuck
you
around
flipped
with you.
Nick Bowie in the McDonald's parking lot and he started crying?
I felt. Oh, God.
He didn't cry, but
I mean, we don't have to get into that.
but you didn't cry. But you,
I felt
you-
terrible.
yeah, I know.
Yeah.
You just get too aggressive.
But no, it's like when people like start fucking with your friend group, and it's like when you have alcohol in you, it's just like I just get like, you don't even fucking come close to us.
Yeah.
I'll fucking sock you in the face.
That's
like,
how I am too. It's
Yeah, I'm like
fucking-
that too.
you're
But
game over for you.
I'm not.
buddy.
I'm not like aggressive to where I want to fight people. I always just feel like when I'm drinking and out and having a good time, something always happens.
Yep.
Like
Especially
some
at the
guy
bars we go
always
to.
says something, or like I was at Mizzou. I was at Mizzou with like Jordan and everyone, dude, and Riley, and
Whoa.
we were dancing on the dance floor, and this guy like turned around and just calls Riley a bitch. He's like, get
Oh,
my
you
way,
told me
bitch, or
about
something
Did
like that.
he see the group of people that you
Yeah,
were with?
so it was
like, is
Luke,
he an idiot?
Luke, who's 6'10", Austin 6'8", Jordan 6'5". I'm 6'1" on a
Wait,
good
wait,
day.
wait. 6'10"?
Yeah, Luke 6'10". And
they're all
then-
big as fuck.
Yeah, they're all big as fuck. So then
Dude,
the
it was
guy,
funny
the
because
kid
you
gets
looked
in our.
small in that
I know,
picture.
I know. And Bowie was
And
there
you're 6
somewhere.
foot.
Yeah, and Bowie was there somewhere.
Bowie was his head was too low in the picture. You can't see him.
Bowie's
from
like, I
here.
was there, man. I had your back. I did not see him, bro.
Oh
That dude
my
was not there.
God.
But this dude gets in Jordan's face because Jordan was like defending Riley, or whatever, and Jordan.
Obviously, yeah,
And like,
right.
but it's like
This
at the
is
same
girlfriend?
time they're all baseball
There's
guys.
just a girl in the
Oh,
group.
I didn't know.
They're
if he
all
was dating.
baseball friends, so they're all baseball guys. So I was like, dude, it's not worth it, getting in trouble over fighting someone at a bar in Missouri.
Mm-hmm.
So the dude swung on Jordan. Jordan dodged a punch, and the dude fell and basically like knocked himself out. I swear to God, he fell back and just fell on the ground, and then the bouncers just jumped on top of him and started fucking beating him up.
Jeez, man.
It was just like, what is going on right now?
People are
In the middle of
always
the dance
something.
floor.
It's always something. And I think it stems from kids not getting their ass beat by other kids.
I mean,
What do you
yeah.
think about that? Kids fighting.
I don't.
Young kids. Middle school. You ever get into a fight with somebody?
all the
No, I
time.
never got in a fight.
We used to fight
oh,
people.
we used to have the,
Well, I used
the
to beat
fights in the
your ass.
bathroom. Remember?
I kind of used to kick.
Yeah, the bathroom. There was designated areas in middle school that people would go to just.
We called it
fucking-
Fight Club or something.
I don't know. It
See?
was during lunchtime.
It was during lunchtime.
Everybody would fucking go to the bathroom, and there would just be two people fighting, and everybody surrounding them.
And then
I
someone walks
think-
the door.
I think that makes you a better person in a way. Because if you never get your ass beat once in your life, then you're always going to be. You're going to view things differently. Like, you're going to say stupid shit to people because you don't know what it feels like to get the shit kicked out of you. I feel like it's beneficial to at least get knocked the fuck out once.
I
Maybe
don't-
not knocked the fuck out, but
I don't
What-
think I've ever been in. I mean, me and you used to fucking fight. But
well,
like,
I mean, I got my shit rocked before too, but like it was a fight with the Cervantes kids, Enrique, and we fought, and then but we always used to like wrestle. I'm talking about like not just getting knocked out, but even like play wrestle fighting with your friends because that shit would still hurt, or like boxing the way we boxed each other.
oh yeah,
Like we're beating the shit out of each other, and I think that's beneficial. It hardens you up, don't you?
Andy Batia,
Yeah, fucking Batia.
dude, he got hit a lot.
Yeah, that dude
Oh
was
my
a
God.
trooper, man.
I remember. him.
Pull up the notes and click on the next thing, the Twitter link. So they're in Naperville, right here, right by us. There was a middle schooler on a bus getting beat up by another middle schooler. You can click that first video. Let's pull it up here and we'll watch it all together, everybody here.
I
so
mean,
this-
was it like a bullying thing?
I'll explain because I kind of looked deeper into
Are we
it.
watching this video?
Yeah, just the first part of it.
There's gonna be an ad.
Yeah, so basically Naperville's right by us, and when I saw this, I clicked on it. I'm like, I have to look into this. It's a 7th grader being beaten up on a bus. That's what the headline shows. Here it is.
Major concerns in Naperville tonight after a middle school student is seen being beaten up on the school bus.
He looks like he's fighting a 10-year-old.
Okay, pause it.
It's not pausing. Okay.
So when you see that, yes, there's a big size difference, but some people grow like crazy. Like it could have been a 6th grader and an 8th grader, whatever. But people are like making a huge deal out of this, and yes, it's sad, But when I was in middle school, we used to beat the shit out of each other all the time.
Yeah. I mean,
But they, in this same video, they interview the mom, and she's like, obviously she's very sad and stuff. But I looked up what happened, and this dude, the guy that was getting his ass beat, stole mints from the dude that's kicking his ass, his girlfriend. He stole his fucking mints. If I
Okay.
steal some dude's mints, like that is a reason to get your ass kicked. You don't mess with guys' girlfriends when you're that young. Everybody's hormones are crazy. But like in my mind, nah, come on. Seriously though, like fighting is normal when you're kids.
No, I mean I agree. I
So
just- I
he
mean-
didn't get like knocked the fuck out. He's gonna heal in 2 days.
They're
For
saying
mints?
the bullying act. They're calling it bullying.
for mints though.
Yeah, but dude, if you're young and like there's this dude that steals your girlfriend's something, anything, and he won't give it back.
Yeah, I'd probably drop him too.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're young. You got the hormones pumping through your veins. Your balls are swollen from all the testosterone that's pumping through you.
That kid probably felt so alive hitting them.
Right. But I
Just
think
throwing them bitches.
it's just so crazy how it's all like, how about we see a video of the mom to the kid saying, "Don't steal from somebody." You know, you steal from somebody, this could happen to you in the real world.
You're talking about the guy who was kicking his ass, his mom.
No,
No,
the
the kid
young
who got his
kid's
ass
mom
beat.
that got his ass beat.
She stole them in.
She should, but guess what? Now that kid knows not to steal. And it's a fucked up way of learning, but I feel like the more soft people get, like I said, I feel bad for this kid, obviously, but the more soft people get, the worse it's going to be as you get older because you're going to have all these entitled kids that have never gotten hit even once, and they're not going to know, they didn't learn these lessons. And I don't think there's good ways to learn things, but there's getting your ass beat for doing the wrong thing, doing something bad. It's a pretty good way to learn how to do something, like learn not to do something.
Yeah, I agree.
So I kind of wanted to relate it to people just being too soft. Like I seriously believe that if that happened to my son, and I asked him if he did anything to deserve it, and he told me he did something, and I felt it could have been justifiable for him to get into a fight.
Why the fuck?
I would be like,
Why'd you do
if the
it?
news came and interviewed me, I'd be like,
Why the fuck?
you do something like that, somebody's gonna stick up and you're gonna get into a fight, and because you got your ass beat, you better learn how to fight that next time. But and I seriously think I would have that reaction. I'd be like, did he do something to deserve it?
Yep.
You can't control what other people are doing or thinking about.
I agree.
Don't do stupid shit.
It's like they should have been raised right in the first place and not do that sort of thing that's going to get them into a fight.
Yeah, but if you weren't, and this is how you learn to not do stupid stuff. Because there's always going to be somebody at a bar or, that's a hothead somewhere that you say something stupid, you could run into a guy that's been training for UFC or like an MMA fighter, and you could fucking die.
That happened
That happens a lot.
to football players. I forgot which school it was, but they were getting into like verbal arguments
In the
with
bathroom.
these two, in the bathroom with like two, or maybe it was just one of them, but a UFC guy, MMA guy, and he got fucking dropped.
You
the
never
football
know
player.
who you're dealing with. You never know. That's why you don't be a dumbass.
Yeah,
And if you're gonna be a dumbass, know your surroundings.
Right.
you better back your fucking shit up if you're gonna be a dumbass.
Right.
Yeah, that's
And
why I have you.
That's all I'm saying. Now this kid knows, he might think twice the next time he does something stupid in public. And I don't want people to get their ass beat, but I think it's okay for kids to fight. So that's all I got for that one. But yeah, I just felt it was close to
No,
home.
I agree. Yeah.
Naperville. But the other thing is like, I believe that video, it keeps going and it's like a pretty long video. Mr. Bus Driver or Mrs. Bus Driver, where the fuck are you?
Yeah, it's
Like, come on, you gotta break that up though. Like kids can fight, but it still needs to be like broken up and shit, Like I don't
At
know
least
where the
at least attempt.
All right. Yeah, but this dude, I don't know.
Unless that dude's just throwing haymakers, but
Yeah. What else we got on the notes? Anything?
I think that's really.
Do you want to
about
talk
it.
about the hate thing?
I feel like there was one more thing. What hate thing?
What Goody put in there?
I mean, we kind of already discussed that before, so
Like just like people like posting negative comments and shit like that. Like how are you people are dealing with that? It's like-
I know I've mentioned him before on this a lot, and people that I like Joe Rogan's podcast a lot, right? But he always says it to most of his guests because they're popular. Don't fucking read it. The comments at all. That's what he says. Don't read them.
Well, it's like that. And it's like you think about it from a different perspective. What is going so terribly wrong in someone's life that they're gonna try and like push their hate and their emotions onto somebody else. Like you almost feel bad for them in a way.
It's something wrong with them,
Right.
like internally that they have.
It's like I feel bad for you that you're gonna try and hate on me and push your emotions on me
Makes you want to be
because
like,
of like shit that I'm doing.
yeah, it makes you want to be like,
You okay?
why are you upset? Are you jealous of
Right.
it? That's probably a main cause of at least the social media shit that you see people getting shit on for doing what they love to do. I would imagine that a lot of it's maybe jealousy of the fame or the money. Maybe you really don't agree with something that somebody's doing, but then you comment something insightful, not stupid.
Or
Tell
just don't
them
comment on
like
it.
the way you
Yeah.
feel. Yeah, or that's not the way to interact with people. You're not gonna get anything done by commenting on that, you know, unless you get in like a DM and you have like a mature discourse about whatever it is that you're talking about. But just if if I see a stupid comment, you just know like that person that made that comment's got some hate in them for whatever reason. And I feel like Mike Malak, he said it good once. He was like, a lot of times if he responds to somebody that puts hate on his Instagram picture or whatever, he responds back, and then the next response from that person is like, "I'm just kidding. I'm a huge fan. I was just kidding."
They just want attention.
Like they just want the attention. They want you to maybe respond to them. But that's as far as like social media stuff. But dealing with hate, like between you and your friends and stuff,
I think it's just bullshit most of the time.
keep your circle small.
Yeah, I
That's
mean-
what I would say too. I mean, if somebody's not supporting what you're doing, they don't really need to be in your life as much. You want to be surrounded with the people that are going to push you to be a better person every single day. So, and I think as you get older, I think everybody, you know, in high school, you could have a bunch of friends, the whole lunch table. I probably have half a lunch table of like a inner circle
You probably
now.
talk to
even more.
3 guys now.
I probably talk to, yeah, just a few people on a daily basis, maybe 5 on a weekly basis, besides my immediate family. And that's, you know, those people are going to support me in everything that I do. And that's how it should be. So eventually you kind of just like, you might have to go through it a few times, the negativity. And then you're like, you know what? Maybe this person just doesn't have my best interests and he's not going to support me, he or she. And you just kind of grow
Do you
apart.
think do you think it's also about like having confidence in yourself to just be able to post and do whatever you want and not care what people think?
Yeah, that's, I think,
Probably the biggest thing.
one of the things that probably makes that so hard is the way social media is now. You get immediate, like, anybody can find your picture, or anybody can see whatever you posted, your YouTube video, and shit on it. And you gotta have some thick skin. It kind of relates to like getting, not your ass beat, but like just being a little bit harder, like harder shell. You know, you growing up super sensitive or like in a delicate like environment, I just feel like you're not gonna handle those things as well unless you learn to have confidence in yourself. But I think for me, when I was doing the YouTube videos, man, that shit's embarrassing at first. But then after I got up to like my 60th, I think I have 80 videos on YouTube. Got up to like my 60th video. Took a while, but now I could just walk around with a camera wherever the fuck I was at. I didn't give a shit. But there was a part of me that I used to use the flip screen, and I would always like, I could see if people were looking at me. But then, you know, you just start to not care about that shit.
Yeah.
So it's just repetition. Dude, I think we're at like an hour and a half.
I think we literally have been talking for a while.
But like I just want to touch barely on the bodybuilding thing.
It's good though. I mean,
You know what's going on though? These bodybuilders are dropping like flies, man. There's been like 3 major heart attacks in the bodybuilding community within like the last 2 weeks. So years and years of gear
I
and
know, huh?
bodybuilding is not healthy. If you're listening or watching, bodybuilding is not fucking health and fitness. It's terrible for your body.
This is coming from a personal trainer.
Yeah, it's terrible for your body.
DnA Little Fitness.
It's just not good for you, man. When you're on stage, you're close to death. Like your body fat percentage is not supposed to be that low.
I don't think a lot of people realize what you actually go through to get to that point.
You starve the
and,
shit out of your body.
Right.
And it's not good mentally. It's terrible for you mentally. And not good physically. There's people that pass out behind the stage. It's just not good for you. That's not health. And we could talk about the fucking fitness industry online in another episode fully, but a lot of what's being sold from those guys is health, and they're not healthy. But yeah, they're dying from heart attacks. I think Rodin, a couple of Olympia guys that won Mr. Olympia died from heart attacks recently. And then Kali, dude does
Kali
the
Muscle.
Kali Muscle that does the big back slap shit before he works out. He suffered a heart attack, but he's good now. He's like in the hospital.
Is it the big black guy?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
I
the
read
other
about
guy
that.
that died was also big and black
I
too.
think I saw that too.
But
Kali
yeah.
Muscle was more of like you would see him more if you like
hmm
social media shit. He was more trending.
I
like
saw
you
him
said.
at Chicago Fit Expo like
Mhm.
5 years ago. But yeah, I mean, we could talk about maybe the fitness industry more in depth.
Yeah.
About like how unhealthy it really is when all they do is promote healthiness.
Yeah.
Mentally and physically, they promote that shit, but what they're doing is not mentally healthy. And obviously, there's some people that are promoting good things and they actually do practice those things themselves. But a lot of people are just trying to get you to use the damn discount code, and they don't give a shit about you.
Are you? But the last, I just want to ask. So like, you're saying like those dudes that are fucking ginormous,
Yes.
right? Not like someone like Carlos, who's like,
Correct.
That's different though than bodybuilding, right? Is that more like physique?
I mean, technically, it's still bodybuilding, but it's not like stage ready
Because
bodybuilding. Like
I would
getting
say
peeled.
like people that are more.
There's different tiers.
There's different tiers. I would say those guys that are just like
It's
just
gross.
monsters. Like
It's
that's
gross.
disgusting.
Yeah, I'm talking about when you're on the stage and you do that. These guys that died,
Those are all huge guys. Like
they were
big dudes.
competing for the past 25 years of their life. Multiple steroid cycles, gear, doing.
This is a whole nother episode we need.
Yeah, we should
just about this
fuck
topic
it.
alone.
Yeah, I mean,
And
but
how
yeah,
I gotta go to the gym.
Bumstead is just destroying everybody right now.
yeah,
Yes.
but is that going to be him in 10 years? He's
I
on
hope
shit
not.
too, right?
I
So
hope
he's on
not.
shit too. So we'll talk about this next episode. Yeah, let's do that.
This
Yeah,
is
thanks.
good.
This was a good episode.
Yeah.
I felt good about that one. Thanks for listening, watching,
It's
subscribe.
a long one.
We appreciate everybody. Anything else?
No, I think
No?
that's it.
All right.
Beat the fuck out of somebody if they're fucking dicking around at a bar. Moral of the
See
story.
ya. Yeah. Maybe.
Just don't fight me.
Right. Goody will kick your ass. All right. We're out. See ya.